To assist with our responses to COVID incidents, the county has compiled a kit existing of the following items. The items that should be in the kit are medical gloves, your N95 mask, chem tape, your goggles, 3 different size Tychem suits, which can be decon, 2 trash bags, 2 sets of booties. We may also have different type of booties later on. And we also have our pump sprayer that we will use a bleach solution, a 2% bleach solution at this time. This kit is only supposed to be used for responses that dispatch has considered to be universal precaution incidents. So if we do get one of those calls, this is the kit you will be using. Those are the suits you'll be wearing if gowns are not an option. The solution that we will be using for deconning Tychem suits will be a 2% bleach solution. That means we'll be using a gallon of water and one of these pump sprayers combined with 1/3 of a cup of bleach, all mixed together in the pump sprayer. We can make a batch every week.
When donning the suit is just as important as taking off the suit. The first thing Firefighter John will do is unzip the suit and begin putting on the suit itself. When selecting a suit, make sure that you select a suit that actually fits you and is the proper size. By choosing the correct size, you want a suit that's not too loose that will become a tripping hazard, but not so tight that it'll rip as soon as you turn or bend over. Next, Firefighter John will put on the boots. These boots have 3 rubber bands that secure by ratcheting over to the other side. Next, he will put on his gloves. It is important to put on 2 pairs of gloves. Next, he will put on his mask, or N95, to provide respiratory protection. When putting this mask on, it is also important to squeeze the nose where the metal plate is to make sure you have a secure fit. This will also help prevent exhale of air from fogging up your mask or your goggles. And then last, he will put on his goggles. All right, after the incident's over with, the entry team member will come out, but it will need to be decon. Decon can be done by the driver of the apparatus as long as they do it in a safe distance and on the windward side. Always have the person begin from the top and work your way down as you decon. When the firefighter has their back towards you, it is good to get the bottom of their feet, as those could be the dirtiest parts of your body. Trying to do this with them facing you could make the firefighter unbalanced and cause a tripping hazard. Also, as the entry team member, it is important to try to stretch out the suit as much as possible, as you're in a normal position, cracks and crevices could hold product. After deconning, you should wait 10 minutes. Once the 10-minute mark has passed, it is safe to doff the suit. The first thing Firefighter John will do using his outer gloves is unzip the front of the suit. It is important to not touch the inside of the suit during this process. After he has done that, he will move the outer gloves. Next, he can use assistance from the decon member. This is important to remember that the person that's on the outside of the suit, such as the driver, will only touch the yellow part of the suit, where John, the person wearing the inside of the suit, will only touch the white. As he folds it over himself, this will prevent any type of splash or splatter that may come off the suit as he doffs it. Next, he will remove his boots. Having the trash bag in front of him gives him a clean surface to stand on. Then he can put on his station boots. Next, he will remove the goggles, carefully not to touch his face with the gloves, the mask, and then the gloves. After this, he will then grab the wipes and he will wipe his face. It is important to wipe any product or anything that may be on the face away from nose, eyes, and mouth. Now with the remaining suit on the ground, the driver will discard the gloves, the mask, and the paper towels. The suit itself, as well as the goggles, will be placed in a garbage bag to be brought back to the station for further inspection. The inspection will be used to ensure that the suit is clean, as well as still in service to be used for the next call. After he bags it all up, he will tie a knot in the bag and place it on the apparatus until they arrive back at the fire station. In case of a high priority call, such as a structure fire or extrication, or a heavy downpour or thunderstorms, it might be important to remove the suit prior to decon. By doing this, the same precautions will still be taking place. Use the outer pair of gloves to unzip the front of the suit. Then you start removing the suit itself. It is important that the person inside the suit only touches the inside of the suit, the white part, and the person on the outside only touches the yellow part of the suit, the contaminated part, which is the yellow side. As you remove the suit, it is important to roll it on top of itself. That way, any product will be contained to the suit itself and preventing further contamination. Another thing to note, that the radio strap can be worn with these suits. They are worn on the inside of the suit by one person to make any type of emergency calls or talk to radio traffic to dispatch. By removing the suit on the trash bag, it also helps with the cleaning. This is specifically easy by just now lifting up the trash bag, and the suit with all of its contaminants are now isolated to the bag where they can be deconned at the station later on. All other precautions shall be taking place, such as removing the goggles and the mask with your clean gloves. Then he will take off his inner gloves, and then he will use the paper towels to wipe his face. Once again, wiping away from eyes, nose, and mouth.
In the event that you experience a cut or tear to your Tychem suit, we carry chem tape in our kits to repair small tears or cuts. 2 to 3 inches is something we can repair easily by a piece of chem tape. It has to be thoroughly pressed down on in order for it to adhere to the surface. If you have tears such as these underneath armpits or around seams, obviously the suit has to be discarded. After you come back to the firehouse from the incident, it is imperative that you check the entire suit out for any tears or any discrepancies to the suits that obviously would put it out of service. As we covered earlier, the kit contains a Sharpie which will be used to indicate how many times the suits have been deconned. Once you're done deconning and inspect the suit back at the firehouse, make sure you add however many times it's been deconned. In this case, this suit has been deconned 3 times with a 2% bleach solution. Also, any tears, there's not really a certain amount of how many, but if your suit is obviously losing its integrity, it needs to be discarded. If you have any questions, contact Station 6 or Station 4 for advice. Shoot them a pictures of the tears or any issues you may have with the suits at hand. As far as the radios, once we are done, even though the radio is supposed to be worn underneath the suit, if for whatever reason it did get exposed or just to be safe, we can decon the lapel mics and the radios with alcohol wipes or just plain hand sanitizer. We do not recommend using the 2% bleach solution for that. After your decon, get back to the firehouse. We obviously still recommend that after a call requiring these suits, you still wash your hands with warm soap and water, discard of your clothes, wash them, and take a shower. Also, if this is a prolonged call, it may be necessary for the inside of the suits to dry off due to sweat or even rain. So when you give it back to the firehouse, make sure it airs out before you place them back into service, which could result in us having to use the EMS gowns that we have been issued for the time it takes for the suits to dry.